was greatest night in the history of television. Okay. Okay.
Replicon Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the juggalos on Replicon Radio. Giving a lesson, don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
Do you have an album coming out? Do you have a show coming up? Well, you could be a sponsor here on Replicon Radio. Just email Therepliconiswatching@gmail.com.
Yeah. Do that. What up, y'all? It's Monday.
Yo.
You're tuned in live.
Hello.
Replicon Radio.
Goodbye.
We in the hair.
Bye.
We in the hair. You in the hair. Everybody in the hair.
In the hair.
Chilling. Hope everybody's doing well.
Uh-oh.
I just want to say I apologize in advance to anybody that I seem more annoying this week. The sounding, at least. More than usual. I got a fucking tooth issue going on. Got cotton in my mouth and shit.
I mean, you're always annoying, but...
And I know I'm saying if I sound extra annoying this week.
He's got a southern accent.
If I have a... You know, if I... Well, you got dip in your mouth, man. You got to sound civilized.
Take that straw out of your mouth.
Yeah, that seems... Is it... What? It's not... I'm not... What's another word for racist? Like...
ICP?
Yeah, like... Well, yeah, but that's not what I mean.
I'm just...
redneck?
I'm just trying out for the new
like,
ICP album.
It's almost like a racist innuendo. Like you put cotton in your mouth, and all of a sudden you're a Southern gentleman.
Yeah.
Like there's a word there. I just don't know. You know what I mean? Like it's not racist, but it's like maybe it's a stereotype or something. I don't know.
Yes. I don't know.
What did you say there, boy?
Right? Like, did you bring your banjo with you, sir?
That's a different type of South.
Oh, okay. Right. Hey, tonight on the show we got the homeboy Mr. Green.
Yeah.
Mr. Green.
That's gonna be fun. That's the homie. This is the first time he's ever actually been on Replicon.
That's the homegirl.
Live.
Exciting.
It will be.
Yeah.
He's been around us a long time.
Yeah.
Or a lot of times. Never on the show.
Yeah. I did a standalone interview with him.
I feel like he's called in once.
No, I did. I mean, there's an interview. I did an interview with him, and it was in 2019.
Yeah.
It's still live. You can listen to it and enjoy it, but it's never actually been on the
You
show.
just gotta find it.
Just search for it.
Good luck on that.
Oh, that reminds me. I was gonna ask you if you still. There's an interview that someone was looking for that we did. And they were like, you guys should have this guy on the show. And I was like, we did. And he's like, where is it? So I went searching. And it's not anywhere. It's on streaming. Like you can find it on Spotify.
Okay.
But it's not on YouTube or anything because that was back when we still played all the music.
The 400 episodes we had before we transferred.
No, it was just before we cut it out before we did it differently on YouTube.
Yeah.
So it had one of the songs that got removed from YouTube. So the interview... It's not available at all.
On YouTube though.
Yeah, you can find it on audio, but we need to get it up on YouTube.
Who is it?
Skits Craven.
Yeah, we had him on the show.
I know what. I know.
Hey, we had him on the show.
We had. Did you know we had him on the show?
I know we had him.
I think it got taken down off of YouTube though. copyright strike.
Back from when we had him on the show.
Yeah, when we had him on the show.
When we had him on the show.
But it's still up for streaming though. I mean, I could look, but I'm pretty sure it is.
It's up on streaming. We had him on the show.
Skits Craven.
We had a baby. Is the
Craven
boy.
Skits.
Yeah, June. It was June 2019.
What day?
I don't know.
Monday, obviously.
June. Monday, June 2019.
I think it was on a Monday.
What?
Unless it was one of those rogue interviews that P was doing.
That's what the Mr. Green one was.
And that's why it's not up, huh?
But that one is up. The one that's not up is Skits Craven.
So he's just sabotaging the show.
Skits Craven is?
No.
This is all we are, sabotage.
But tonight on the show we have Mr. Green, not Skits Craven.
And shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excited to get to hear from Mr. Craven again.
Mr. Green.
Mr. Skits tonight.
Skits Craven needs to be uploaded to YouTube.
Schizophrenic, don't panic. It's schizophrenic, don't panic.
I'm totally gonna read this to Mr. Green. I have his email that he sent me in August of 2019 about wanting to be on the show before he became our friend. And I can't wait to read it aloud.
Yeah, put that man out there like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
especially him.
Yeah.
Especially him.
Shout out to Mr. Green. He gonna be on the show tonight.
I had a pretty eventful weekend.
That's what I was gonna say. You had something you wanted
He was pretty excited.
to mention before.
Yeah, so yeah, it's actually kind of funny. What?
Did that happen at everyone's headphones or just mine?
Just yours?
I think I
What?
just had a heart attack.
I don't know what happened.
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Everything went
yeah.
like the music and everything was just like.
I think there's just leftover effects from the day before, from 2 days ago.
Like you looked at me when it happened, so I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, because you gasped. You
Did
went,
I looked at you because like I didn't know if I cut you off or what.
Yeah,
And you're like, what the-
went,
you were looking at him like, what the fuck? And I'm like, oh.
Oh, I guess
Did
I
you have
just
one?
had a seizure or something.
I could see your movements out of the periffs, man.
Right.
You went,
And I'm sitting here, I was looking at the computer and I seen him just look over at you.
he
and
was
I'm
ready
like,
to start
what just happened?
pushing buttons and shit.
Oh.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But so y'all know how my back, I told y'all last Monday, I fucked my back up on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
So I needed prednisone and shit like that. Getting it all taken care of.
You're in the pregnant zone.
Prednisones.
Welcome
And,
to the pregnant zone.
Right. Just took my last dose today. So.
Congratulations.
And everything seems to be okay, except for I still have numbing in my leg from my knee to my toe.
Oh, pinched nerves.
But Friday, I had bowling. I decided, let's try it, right?
That seems like a bad idea. As a man who is experienced with back pain, I would say that is a bad idea.
Well, here's how the night starts. The night got darker and darker and darker as it went.
That's usually what happens.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean,
Until the sun comes up.
And I'm not talking about light. I'm not talking about the sun going
Shout
down.
out to Light. His new album's pretty dope. Metamorphosis.
And I'm not talking about like dark as in like
Sadness.
Yeah.
Like evil.
So
Darkness and evil.
Yeah, we're in the
Like
middle.
I'm an evil motherfucker, Joe. That thing.
Yeah, for real. So in practice, I noticed like I can't like just do a normal stride, so I gotta take small little steps up and throw the fucking ball. Like fuck, this is gonna be a shitty fucking night. I already know it, right? So not only is my shit fucked up, but I already know it's gonna be a bad night. We get halfway. I'm doing all right through the first game. Halfway through, my buddy's wife gets a phone call from her daughter that her, I guess, half sister had committed suicide.
Oh no.
Okay.
So that's already fucked up. So I'm already fucked up with my night. Then we get that phone call, and we're like, well, what the fuck is going on? Like I'm like, okay, well, I mean, shit does happen, and sorry to hear that. Go take care of your shit. You know, we'll do what we can. So then we're in first game, bowled like shit, bowled 160. Shit is bowled like shit, which I knew. Start bowling, I'm like,
Hey, can I get a handicap for being handicapped?
all right. So then the second game, I'm like, just bull fucking normal. Like just stop babying the fucking leg and just fucking bull normal.
Quit
right?
being a bitch.
Right. So I bowled a 166. I'm like, hey, fuck, we're going up, right? Fuck it, we'll keep going. So I keep going, doing my normal strides, fucking just killing it, right? Not so much. Last game I pulled, what the fuck was it? It was a 120 something. It was fucking trash.
Damn, dude.
But about the 6th frame, my knee, leg, everything like just gave out. Like it looked like
You fell down?
yeah, real fucking bad. Like
Oh, shit.
I went up and it's on my sliding foot, so I'm literally on that foot,
Ooh.
1 foot. My knee like gives out, and I like look like a fucking cartoon character trying to get its fucking balance back.
Like,
And I-
whoop, 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 whoop.
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
right,
whoa.
but on one fucking
Like that
try-
weird noise that's in Ding Ding Dong.
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Such a weird reference I made.
But I'm trying to get my balance back
Very
on 1 foot, and like
But it's in there.
like you would think I broke my fucking leg.
Yeah.
And I dropped onto my knee, and everybody's like yelling at me, am I okay? And I'm like,
They were yelling at you because you took a knee at the bowling alley.
God damn it!
like I fell,
Not again, Rue.
Fuck.
like it was funny though, because like I fell out of my knee and then like fell over
We've
on my
had
fucking
enough
side,
of your politics, Rue.
right?
That's
and then I fell on my fucking knee, and then my side, and I was like, what the fuck just happened? And I like tried to get up on it.
Hey, look,
and that
Rue's
wasn't
turned into the bowling ball. Look at him.
See, back in my day, they used to call that praying.
He was praying to get a better score.
Right,
Or
right.
a better knee.
Yeah.
And like I tried to stand up on it, I couldn't, and I had to like shift around it, and then I finally like jumped up, and everybody's like, "You all right? You all right, man? You hurt?" I'm like, "I'm good, man. It's just shit ain't working right today. Like shit's numb." Everybody that was around me already knew,
You know, yeah.
because they asked me, "What the fuck am I doing?" When they first see me try to throw a fucking ball, they're like, "That didn't look right," and I was like, "Well, no, it didn't." So then after that, before we ended up finishing the 3rd game, we hear that cars got broken into in the back parking lot.
Uh-oh.
So guess who was parked in the back parking lot?
Oh, shit.
I was. I'm like, huh. So I better go check my car. I go out there, I check my car, fine.
They just like made it. Hey, by the way, someone robbed all your cars.
Right. Well, no, there was nobody made an announcement at all. But they made it sound like a lot of cars got broke into. It was 2. And there was only 2 people. I mean, to me, the way it sounds like it was targeted. I don't know why or how, but it was only because one car was in the front and one car was in the back.
Well, maybe they had some nice shit in there, and they're like, well, I know that car has nice
Well,
shit.
apparently they rummaged through the one guy's car. Didn't take nothing. They just fucking went through it, threw shit all over the fucking place. The second car, which was in the back, dude had his gun in his console. That came up missing.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know what else.
I know how that is. It fucking sucks.
But how the fuck would you keep your gun in the car? Just throw it in your fucking bag and bring it in.
The only time I had it in the car was I was going to the baseball game, and I had it in one of my lunch bags in the back, and they just grabbed the whole fucking bag.
Well, yeah, I mean, hide that motherfucker in your car. If you're gonna leave it in your car, hide it.
Yeah.
I mean, center console's probably not the best place
Oh,
for it.
I mean, that's where they looked the first time. They broke my center console trying to look for a gun,
Or whatever.
and then they
yeah.
saw a lunchbox in the back seat, and I had it in like one of the compartments of it, and I guess they just kind of grabbed the whole fucking thing.
Did you ever get that back?
No, because I painted it over, and I didn't have the serial number on there. And like I didn't have documentation. I tried to track down the documentation on there, and I just young and dumb.
I mean, how do you tell a cop that I had a gun in there, but it was gone? What's the serial number? Well, I can't get that for you.
They just asked. They just go, do you have the serial number? He's like, man, I didn't know it, man. I don't have it on hand. And then you just give them a description of it. You're not gonna report a hot gun if it gets stolen.
You'd be surprised.
I mean, I'm not gonna call the cops and be like, hey man, I got this stolen gun stolen from me. I'm not gonna fucking do that. That's dumb. You just gotta chalk that one up for a loss.
I mean, you would think, right?
Oh yeah. So like but I mean that one sucked because I mean I had to wait for the cops for like an hour or more. And
Yeah, well, everybody was saying that the one dude left, but he didn't leave. He waited around. I was like, that's fucked up. If they stole his gun and he left, that fucking gun's hot. He ain't reporting shit. But no,
right.
he stuck
like,
around.
don't none of you fuckers say nothing about a gun.
Right, but he stuck around.
What gun?
And then, yeah, so that was a very eventful fucking Friday. Luckily, my shit didn't get broken into, and it was only
But your shit got broke because you fell down.
Right. It was only 2 cars. I'm pretty sure it was more targeted because I kind of noticed somebody wasn't at the bowling alley, and I mean, I ain't gonna point fingers or nothing, but the only person, because they said it was somebody, or they think it was somebody that we bowl with.
Oh, I don't know. I have an individual sticking out from a couple weeks ago in one of your stories that you told.
Huh?
Oh, one of the guys that was motherfucking you in the bar, calling you racist and shit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the first person I thought.
Yeah, me
like,
too.
Well, that's the not because of the race, but like that was the most recent issue that I heard about.
Right.
There. So like, all right, he's disgruntled.
Yeah, you nailed it. He wasn't there.
Oh,
He was
shit.
there every other week, but this week, and all of a sudden 2 cars get broke into. So I mean, hey, like I said, I'm not pointing fingers.
Well, motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
But I mean, it looks.
You want a cotton ball dip? You can come in next week and go, hey, got some questions.
I mean, like, for him to even say that about me, I was pissed.
But this is speculation. We're not accusing.
But, yeah,
but
no, I'm not
you
pointing
get in a fight with
fingers.
somebody, and a couple weeks later, they're not there, and then miraculously, a couple cars get broken into.
But the thing that kills me is the one guy is a black guy. And he's actually one of the nicest fucking guys. Like, I mean, I've talked to him.
Was that the guy with the gun?
Yeah.
Well, maybe he knows he keeps a gun in the car.
Maybe, but.
I mean, if you think it's targeted, that would be what I would go after if I knew that somebody's got their gun in the car. I'd be like, all right, shit, I'm going to swipe that. I bet you're not going to see him next week.
I mean,
And if you are, he ain't going to show up the weeks after that. He going to quit. He going to disappear.
yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
Because he might show up next week and be like, oh, no, that wasn't me. No. And then if he gets too hot, he might just not show up no more.
Well, I think I'm the only one that kind of leaned towards that way. Towards him.
Well, because you're racist.
But I didn't say nothing to anybody else. That was something I just kind of kept to myself.
You might want to just be like, hey, where was what's his name last week?
I mean, technically, it ain't none of my business, man. It wasn't my shit they got into, but
I mean, he didn't fuck with your car, and you did have issues with him, so.
yeah, I mean, but I fixed them with him because the following week when he did show up, I went over and I said, hey man, I said, we good? What the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
And he's like, no, we're good, dude. Just some shit happened. And he explained himself, he explained what happened. And I was like, all right, dude, it's not a big deal, man. We can work past it. I just want to make sure there's no bullshit going to happen again because you don't need that, and neither do they, and neither do we.
We're here for fun.
Yeah, and he knows that. So, I mean, him and I had a conversation, and it ended on good terms. And he knows that I'm not a racist by any means. He was just pissed off and heated in the moment of what happened, and he told me that it wasn't directed at me or necessarily everybody in the bar, but maybe a couple people. And I said, I understand that, bro, but fuck, dude, you can't just go on and say shit like that. Especially when there's other people in there that have no idea who the fuck you are, who the hell you're talking about, just regular people that come up there to have a couple of drinks and then end their night to go home. That's the last thing they want to hear is somebody in there yelling like that.
Not in this neighborhood.
But he apologized, he was very apologetic. Decent, he's a decent kid. I mean, I don't know him all that well, but the conversation that we had, he seemed all right. But yeah, that was my eventful Friday. Like,
Did they have any ideas on who it might have been?
I have no idea. Well,
I'm assuming the cameras were broken.
Right. No, right. But the one car that happened in the front, there's a bank across the street, so they might be able to pull footage from that.
Yeah, they're going to see that blurry image.
Right.
Hey, fun fact for all you criminals out there: if you ever want to do some criminal shit, and you know they got surveillance system, just go really fast, like run, because no security camera is going to be able to get a good image of you at night.
Even if you just cover your face.
It's got to be at night. You know, you cover your face and do it at night, and just wear like all white.
We're telling people how to fucking.
I'm currently researching security systems, and like that's one of the issues.
Well, you know they updated their systems. You can get like color now.
No, you can, but it's still going to be blurry, is what I'm saying. Like if you run through a security camera at night, it's just gonna be a blur. You might get a shape. You might go, that's a person running. You ain't gonna know the fuck it is.
Right.
Ain't gonna be no discernible details.
I think Pete's trying to tell us let's move on.
Is he?
I got an image on my screen.
Oh shit! Is it the fucking Judge Judy where she's tapping her fucking wristwatch?
No.
It's Batman and Robin.
I mean, is it?
Or
though?
Will Smith and Chris Rock.
I mean, it's got an R on his fucking shirt. Like it could be Rock.
It could be. Or Robin. It's Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin.
Rockin' Robin.
Go Rockin' Robin, 'cause I really wanna rock tonight. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what
What up,
Robin
Tiger
is?
Kanga?
Rockin' Robin? I don't know what that is.
It's like a song.
I mean, maybe if I heard it, it would.
I just sing it. Are you listening?
I mean, I heard it, and I don't. It didn't ring a
Rockin'
bell.
Robin.
Like-
Tweet, tweet,
Yeah, no.
tweet.
It's like a 50s song or something, right?
Yeah. I mean, I may have heard it, but it's not one that I chose to keep in the memory bank.
You ever heard of Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree?
Yes.
Okay, well, it's Rockin' Robin. Not the Christmas tree, but it's Rockin' Robin.
Oh, so it's like the off-season one?
Right.
Oh, yeah, I didn't hear that.
Rockin' Robin.
But yeah, everybody, if you've been on the internet at all today,
I'm sorry for you.
well, I mean, obviously we had to talk about it.
Yeah.
Just not talk about it.
little fight, my mind got scared.
For some reason, if someone out there doesn't know what happened,
The Oscars happened, which
Yeah.
nobody would have known happened had this not have happened.
I definitely wouldn't have.
I wouldn't have. I had no fucking. I didn't even know what the award show was when I saw the clip. I was like, oh.
right. Is that recent? Did that happen today? Like,
I
what's
was
going on?
like, wait, what happened?
I actually saw a bunch of people just post like "damn Will," and I'm like, what the fuck happened to Will Smith now? They've been attacking that dude for years now. What happened now?
Right.
And I was like, oh, he smacked somebody. But yeah, live on television during the Oscars, Chris Rock made a joke.
I bet you won't smack a motherfucker. Smack a motherfucker. Bet you won't.
And Will Smith smacked the shit out of him.
There's
There's a lot of back and forth about it.
It
Some people
looked
say it's
cartoony,
staged.
man.
Some people say it's not. Some people say Will was wrong. Some people say Will was right. Some people giving Chris Rock props for fucking taking it like a G and moving forward.
I mean, I am. I'm really surprised that he didn't like. I mean, what the fuck's he gonna do on national TV now? If something might happen later on down the road,
Smack
who
him
knows?
back,
But
defend himself. But at the same time, he just kind of took it and was like, okay, well,
I think it like kind of shook him up a little bit. Like, wait, did that really just fucking happen?
I got an award show to host.
That's one reason why I'm like, man. I mean, it's just a political stunt or publicity stunt. I mean, because I know, because I follow Will Smith on the social medias and stuff like that, and I've been seeing it for months. Like, talk about how he's just completely jacked. He's going to the gym. He's in the best shape of his life. I see him doing all kinds of workouts.
Also,
and
that
shit.
was the steroids talking.
No, I'm saying that, the man's in the best shape of his life, and he's fucking jacked. There ain't no way that he's gonna love tap somebody like that. That looked like a fucking cinematic slap. And then he won Best Actor.
I mean,
Come on.
it did look fake.
I mean, I saw a still image of it that you could see where he leans into it.
But it was a smack. It wasn't a punch.
Right.
Oh, I didn't say it was a punch. I never
but I'm
thought it
saying,
was.
like,
It
for
was
a
definitely.
smack,
It was
was-
definitely a smack.
I mean, I smacked somebody and bloodied their nose, but
It was hard for me to tell that he actually.
the more professional. It was
I mean,
smack.
you backhanded somebody.
That's true.
So I mean, you hit him with the meat of the hand.
Yeah. So
He hit him with his Fresh Prince.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, there's literally two things you don't talk about: is a man's mother and a man's wife, unless you're looking to fight.
But yeah, but I mean, I see what you're saying. But his job was to make fun. Like that's what they do.
Yeah, but he didn't have to say anything. He got to pick somebody else out of that crowd.
And he did. It wasn't like the only joke he made. That was just the only one he got smacked for.
I understand it. And if you don't know the reason being that she has a condition and she can't help it, that's a whole different story too. Now you're just picking on, you're basically picking on a handicapped person. That's bullshit. Yes, he should have got smacked the shit. He should have got his ass beat.
Yeah, I don't know if he knew. I guess I was talking about earlier. I was like, I didn't know that.
I don't think he did.
According to TMZ, afterwards, Chris Rock was like, I had no fucking idea. I had no idea.
I'm sure he did.
I didn't know that until this happened.
I didn't either.
I don't follow them like that, so I didn't know.
I mean, it really, like you said,
but yeah, it was definitely, it wasn't like it was
joke,
just, you know, after the fact, knowing that the reason she's bald is because she has alopecia,
right,
makes it extremely kind of a cringe joke.
Sure.
But without knowing that, it was like, it wasn't even that
like she just showed up looking like G.I. Jane.
Yeah.
You know, she had her head shaved and all that stuff. That's why he said it. Because she was like in a military outfit.
Somebody put the covers next to each other and it looked just like her.
I mean, she was in a very bold outfit with a bald head and all that stuff, and like so obviously that's going to draw attention to the stand-up comedian hosting the show.
I mean, honestly, I think Chris Rock just threw a fucking movie pitch out there, and maybe somebody should say, "Hey, yeah, let's fucking do this.
Let's make that. Let's make G.I. 2.
Why not? Let's make G.I. Jane 2.
I saw somebody post like the joke was much deeper than that because the woman who played G.I. Jane cheated on her husband with a much younger man, referring to Demi Moore with fucking Ashton Kutcher.
Right.
They're like, which is the same situation that has been happening in the Smith family. I'm like, I don't think it was that thought out, fam.
No, not at all.
I think dude just got mad. Like, I never seen Will Smith. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, Will Smith has always kind of been painted as like a, I don't know,
super nice guy.
Will Smith don't have to cuss in
like
his raps to sell records, but I do. So fuck him and fuck you too, right?
Exactly. Like, he didn't cuss in his records. He makes, action movies, but like wholesome. Like, there's nothing.
Yeah,
you never see him doing bad shit, and then you see him on live telling like, "Keep my wife's name out your fucking mouth." Like
who is
that guy?
That being said,
that's
though,
the steroids, bro.
He
too little be thinking.
Here recently, people have been talking about male mental health as it needs to be talked about and respected a little bit more because all this shit going on. I'm not saying any sides. I don't know that much into it, but I know Kanye's been he's been up and down for years. Will Smith, anytime he shows any type of rage of emotion or outside of a movie, he's a fucking meme.
He's been like getting super attacked lately too. Like,
and he's been through the ringer.
He's been through his kids. Like,
he's been through the fucking ringer the last couple years.
Wasn't Willow or one of his kids was like gender neutral or something? Like people were attacking him over that.
Yeah, the former son. I don't know what he.
Is it Jaden or Willow? Jaden's was the boy.
I think was it. I don't.
Willow was the girl, but they're both still Willow and Jaden.
One of them wears kilts now. I don't know.
People are speculating that Jaden is going to be in a movie as Miles Morales Spider-Man, so I'm assuming that's a boy character.
But
Willow still goes by Willow and is on tour with Machine Gun Kelly.
So he's been through the ringer, and there's a couple other big male ones, like what is it? Well, I mean, Christopher Brown's a piece of shit, but he's also fucked up, and he's up and down and all that shit. Shia LaBeouf, he's all through all the shit, but nobody ever, we always we coddle the female ones that go through mental breakdowns, like Britney Spears and
leave Britney alone.
Leave Britney alone, and Amanda Bynes and all that stuff. All waves of support, but when a guy loses his shit, then it's like, oh, he's a piece of shit. Fuck that. Oh, he just doesn't know how to take a joke, or blah blah blah. And it's like, well, the man's been through some shit. If you're gonna sit there and
like I always say, man, only one person only takes so much before they fucking snap, and
that's a lot of
there you
say.
go.
It's like it wasn't that bad of a situation. It just happened to be the straw.
That was the straw that broke the camel's back right there.
Yeah, and that's of course saying that was for real. Like, he for real lost his shit. We don't know. We don't know what the fuck went on. It could have been a little bit of both.
Honestly, nobody's watching award shows nowadays. Award shows have taken a dive in ratings.
Yeah, we're tired of looking at rich people pat each other on the back.
I really think that it's kind of made it a stage so people will start tuning in now. You're like, oh, well, what's gonna happen now? What's gonna happen next?
It's never gonna be the height of MTV movie or music awards, like the craziness that happened on that shit.
Those are good.
And my question is like, where the fuck was security? You see somebody walking towards the stage. Now, if this was the MTV Music Awards back in the fucking 90s, and Biggie was on stage and Tupac was walking towards the stage, guarantee there would have been fucking security stopping them.
I think it's a little convenient that Will Smith just so happened to be right in the fucking center of the crowd, and there was one giant big opening that he was easily to walk up
and
to.
Nobody even like attempted to come out and walk.
After Chris Rock,
I felt like Chris looked like I mean I see what you're saying. I see both sides of it. So I don't know. None of us know the answer. But like right afterward, there was that moment you see Chris like look to the left, like, hey, somebody gonna do something about this?
Right.
Like, he had that look on his face, like,
Right.
for
He
real.
did. And then when he said,
just
And then he was like, okay, well.
Right.
And he couldn't even talk. He's like, we're here to do a documentary. I mean, give an award for a documentary. Like,
I mean, maybe he was supposed to intervene with something and come up there, but then it went south. Who knows?
but to add to the Is It stage,
Stop.
Chris Rock is currently on the Ego Death World Tour.
There's been ads popping up all over the place for Chris Rock stuff.
Yeah, the Ego Death.
Yeah.
Motherfucker got smacked on live television. Want to talk about ego death?
Right.
Yeah.
I saw another post that said he sold more tickets to that show in the last 24 hours than he sold for the whole month it's been on pre-sale.
And it sounded to me like when he said the joke, he paused, looked at Will, kind of repeated himself a little bit, like, "Hey, that's your cue to come up here." Like, it almost like he saw Will miss his cue and go, "Oh yeah, hey, wasn't that bad?" And then Will's like, "Oh, you want me to come up there now?"
Maybe. I also saw another thing. Like I said,
He was laughing about it.
we don't know what's true or what's not
More
true.
than
But I saw a thing where it was like, basically like, most of this shit has to be approved.
Yeah.
So like Will Smith or Will Smith's people heard the joke and was like, nah, don't do that. And either he just did it anyway or he did like a dumbed down version of whatever the extended joke was.
Right.
That's why he was like, what? It's just a G.I. Jane. Like he just cut the part out that he didn't think was bad or something.
That could have been also him looking at Jaden.
Yeah.
Looking at her like.
Well, he laughed and then she fucking rolled her eyes and was like, looked pissed. And then the camera didn't show Will anymore.
Right.
See, that's the point. You
Saw
don't
the
know
back
what
of his
happened. Yeah.
It was supposedly
he
live.
went from laughing to like, oh wait, she didn't like that to.
It was supposedly live. It seemed like there was a chop in there.
Right.
At least from the footage that I've seen of it, that was supposedly the live coverage.
TV, it all got fucked up. A buddy of mine was his wife was watching it, and he happened to be.
But they have a delay on that, so who knows that they could have cut out 10 seconds of maybe a back
I'm
and
sure
forth.
They did, yeah.
Because it went. I saw Will laughing twice. It cut to him twice, and then it barely glanced over to Jaden. And next thing you know, he's like, "What?" And then he's walking up to the stage, and it's like, I don't know. I feel like there was a gap in there. Yeah.
Fucking God. You think that? I want to play that fucking. I want to play that again, but I think it'll.
Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Out your motherfucking mouth.
He said, "Fuck it."
Whatever. I add the word mother to things.
Yeah.
Mother. Please don't smack me in the mouth.
He might not have to cuss in his raps, but he got to cuss when he's pissed off.
What? He don't have to cuss his rap, but I
Welcome to
do.
Miami.
Fuck him and fuck you too.
Welcome to motherfucking Miami, bitch.
Fucking wild, man. In other news, the homegirl Whitney Payton just announced her brand new record just like an hour ago. So if you guys are big Whitney Payton fans,
Brand new news.
go check out the Audacity. It's available for pre-order. There's actually a limited
the
edition
new.
vinyl, only 200 available. So
You getting one?
I already ordered one. As soon as I saw it, I was like, only 200, mine.
What are those, like 35?
$30, yep.
Ain't bad.
That's her first vinyl. She's got some jerseys up. There's even a few limited copies available on our website of Gina Fritz's album signed. If you
I already bought one.
did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
I wish I would have bought it like the pre-sale, it came with like personalized Polaroids and shit.
Yeah.
But to be fair, I was holding reservation. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna see how it is. And then I decided that it's like, well, I want to support her, so I bought it, and then I bought a little poster too. So
Sweet.
which is more like a postcard, or I just haven't got it yet. One or two. But hey,
What's on it?
well, it's her. It shows the picture and all stuff, but I mean, it's like a real tiny one.
He gonna be jagging all of that shit.
No, I could just do it to the online pictures, but it was. No, I just wanted to support her. Yeah, because there was an underground artist like a couple weeks ago, and I don't even know. I didn't double check the numbers, but it was like, oh, you gotta do like 1 million streams to equate to 1 CD bought or something for an underground artist or something like that. And I'm like, all right, and that quote just kind of stuck out to me. And I was like, you know what, I want to go ahead and support her.
Is that the album cover?
Yes.
She beating up some motherfucking chess pieces?
Yes. She has the audacity
to
do that. She's the queen.
I see that.
Mm-hmm. Just they got jerseys like the old Mighty Ducks one that she had before, except for it says Mighty Dogs on it. They don't come in. You better be smaller than a 3 though.
You already looked at it, huh?
Uh-huh. I always wanted them. I always wanted the old one. I couldn't afford that shit. And I was like, man, I always wish I would have bought one of them Whitney Peyton Mighty Duck jerseys. And then she came out with a new one, but I have to lose.
Hit her up. She might have some
poundages or something. But then no, I don't really want one. We just had a whole conversation about jerseys off air.
We sure did.
I don't buy them anymore because they don't, unless they say Replicon Radio on them.
I actually made one for one of the guys down the cigar shop. He's getting a baseball.
Oh shit. But yeah, that happened. And then so you fell down over the weekend. I don't think I fell down, but I got pretty drunk and went out to the Terminally Ill tour meets the Ritz tour.
Nice.
Collabo. It was
Did X play?
Yeah.
They did? Okay.
They did. Yes, they did.
Because I didn't see any footage of that.
Yeah. No, I didn't take it. I honestly didn't take my phone out of my pocket the whole night.
That's good though. That's good.
It was overheating.
That's only.
It was overheating from his fucking Rager when fucking Wicked was on.
You might not be wrong about that. It was a dope, man, but it was very strange.
Tell me you made the beat.
Because as I said, it was like 2 tours combined. So obviously the show got rescheduled. They had to move it, and then they added it to the Ritz show, which was already in place.
Talk about a scheduling clusterfuck.
Now, if what do you think? So you guys weren't there, and you don't know what happened. How do you think they would do that?
Well, let me answer this way. Carl knows she is not on Suburban Noise anymore. That was just a 1 album deal or track or whatever.
She's on like Alpha House or something.
So how would they do this show?
If it will depend on the technicalities on who was getting added to which show, because it was a Ritz.
So the Terminally Ill tour got added to the Ritz.
Then
tour.
the Ritz should have been the headliner, and then they should have just mingled everything else.
So they obviously what the fuck's his name? Jesus Christ! Openers.
All the logos got cut.
All the logos did.
I can understand that.
Pigface, and then
What?
Who was all opening?
Pigface Dean.
Pigface Dean was not
opening. Who the fuck? Who was it?
You think? Are you talking about locals or
no?
The tour?
On the tour, who are the openers?
On the Terminally Ill tour, Michigan Misfits, Cody Manson, Red.
So Cody Manson probably went first. Then the Michigan Misfits.
Well, Michigan Misfits went first.
Did they?
So you're right about the Ritz headlining thing, which I also agree that it's his show.
Yeah. I mean, he was.
And I assumed that they would like mix it in. This is not what they did. Well, you got the Terminally Ill tour. The Terminally Ill tour ended, and then you got the openers for the next tour, for the Ritz tour, which was very fucking weird because it was just like, what is this? I don't know who the person was, and I don't want to talk shit about anybody, but like, you know what I mean? The first one led up. Michigan Misfits, Cody Manson, Red. Ala Azuli Lou actually played before Wicked, James Garcia. So Zool came out, and then James Garcia came out, and then all of a sudden you have
I don't know who, the opener for the next tour. And we're all like, what the fuck is going on? Like, it was just so weird.
Yeah,
like
you figure all
like
the-
once you move forward, like Greaves played, Triz, like they got better. You know what I mean? But it was like you started from the bottom again.
I mean, I get it though. Like, if you wanted to be like, all right, here, the people that were here for this tour, you do this, and then now the people that were coming for this tour already, now you get this tour.
What up? Come
I kind of get it, but you got to put a break in there. Like, yo, now we're coming with the next
It
tour.
was strange. They should have just mixed up the
Yeah,
like
they
the
should
openers
just had
at
the
least.
They should just put the openers up front and then
At least the first two acts of both tours.
Yeah.
To, like, yeah. You know, make the first like 3 to 4 acts the openers, and then
But
do
other than that,
the
it was
tours.
dope. There wasn't a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Unexpectedly. But I guess Ritz apparently was just here with Tech.
Yeah.
And a lot of people didn't even know if the fucking Zool and fucking Wicket was even there.
Well, I knew Wicked was gonna be there. I didn't know Zool was gonna be there.
Yeah.
Like, we kind of we thought they were. We didn't think they were. You know, we were like, but I mean, I wound up not going anyways. So
But yeah.
I wanted
And that
to
was
see
weird
Ritz.
too. Like I felt like the show just started, mind you, because everybody, not only did the locals, none of the locals were there, like Mr. Green, everybody, none of them played because of
Right.
time, and then all the other people's shit got cut. It was shorter. You know what I mean? And so it just happened so fast. Like, we're sitting there drinking, you know, chilling, talking, and next thing you know, we're like, oh, that's actually Zool. It's fucking 8 o'clock. Why is Zool on stage?
Oh, wow.
It was very weird. Like, it was strange, but it was like, okay, there's
All right.
Alazulu. And I was like, that means Young Wicked's next. Cool.
James Garcia.
James
so
Garcia. Yeah.
Kapasa corrected you.
James Garcia in the ham.
Yeah,
But it was dope. It was a good time. I had a great time. Lots of cool people. I saw, what's his name in the chat? The kangaroo guy. Those guys were super dope.
Tiger Kanga.
Tiger Kinga. Shout out to those guys.
Shout out.
Him and his wife. He brought me a gift, a Melody Mercury charm.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Fuck yeah, man.
I was thinking about putting it
Keep
on
that
that
shit
on that
forever.
mask when she went to go auction it, but I don't like auctions. So
I think I said something about. I was like, that better go for a lot. Or
I
something.
saw you in the comments, and I was like, I'm not gonna insult her and put out an offer.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, it was $50. You know, so I was like, I'm not gonna do it.
I'm not sure because
I'm not gonna spend serious
someone
money.
privately messaged her, or the people that are saying you should keep that. She changed her mind
Well,
because it just kind of went away.
she doesn't know what she wants to do. She wants to come out with the singy pop thing, and she's trying to figure out.
Tigger Kinga. What up? My bad.
My bad.
I
Shout
don't.
out to you guys. Though.
That is on the edge name. I will not say it, but yeah, I feel like she's just trying to find herself on what she wants to do, and you know, because even on like some of her social media,
she's not Melody Mercury.
Well,
anymore.
she's got.
Savannah.
Well, she also has Melody Mercury like in brackets on one of her social media. So like she put that in there recently. So who knows what she wants to do? I would like to have it, but I didn't want to.
Yep, and Sun's-Roo.
Yeah, I wouldn't have. It would have been an insulting offer, so I didn't even say anything because I was like, I'm not gonna spend.
I hope she figures it out because she's dope.
She is. I listened to some of the songs that she came out with, and they're little, they're exploratory. She wants to just try to figure out what she wants to do vocally and stuff, and I get that, so I'm not gonna bash it, but it's not for me. I did like the Melody Mercury stuff, but that being said, it was very auto-tuned, and you could barely understand what she's saying because it's like like a mixing pot of just sounds. They sounded nice,
Dope.
but I couldn't fucking understand what she was saying.
Right. Shout out.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you how the show was. I mean, it sounds weird the way they did it.
It was. I mean, it was. Everyone did good, and it was just a good time. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna front. I had more fun hanging out with people. You know what I mean? I got to hang out with Zool again. I haven't seen them since.
Did you get smacked?
I did not get smacked. No.
Did you get yelled at?
Nope.
Thank God.
Nope.
Did
Lee
you
Carver
flip any
didn't
of them
yell.
off?
Not that I recall. No.
Good.
No. I probably spent 20 minutes with them. That's about it. But I got to chill with Wicked for a little bit. That was always dope. You guys know how much I love.
Get him
James Garcia.
prepped for the stage.
Nah,
Give him
And
the
I got to actually meet the Michigan Misfits for the first time in real life. Not pretend that there's some other band that I thought they were. I actually met them. You know what I mean? Which was dope. And obviously
everybody, and then just hanging out with Dustin was there. I got to see Dustin and Murph. Shout out to those guys always.
yeah.
Jim Job, Dead Body Man's favorite homie. But that was dope. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
So was
all
Ritz,
fucking fresh ass people, man.
was Ritz in that tour? Did they get cut too, or
I don't know.
or just the openers?
I have no idea if they got. I mean, obviously, I'm assuming Ritz didn't, but
Right.
I mean, he played pretty long. He was on pretty late. Like, he didn't even go on stage till like
What was it?
10:35.
Red and then Ritz.
No, Red played way earlier.
Who was all there with Ritz?
Here, I got the whole set right here. I got it. It was TSS, Michigan Misfits, Cody Manson, Red, Axe, James Garcia, Triz, Greaves, and Ritz.
Okay.
Ritz went on stage. We're scheduled to go on stage at 10:35. Yeah, we were there till fucking 3:30.
The whole show?
Well, I
Or
don't know.
just-
I mean, I don't know. I assume it ended.
Well, it usually
He
ends
probably
and
played
then
for an
we
hour,
hang
hour and a
out.
half. So probably 12, probably close to midnight. He was still, you know what I mean?
I was gonna say because usually we hang out for like
And then
4
we
hours.
hung out, and had fun. Mr. Green in the motherfucking building. He's gonna be on the show tonight. Like I said, homeboy
Usually the sun's
Tigger,
coming
Will
up.
FM in the motherfucking building came out and kicked it.
Usually the sun's coming up before we leave.
Yeah, I don't think that was happening yet. But, like I said, Murph and Dustin.
Hell, the
and-
sun wasn't even down yet when the first tour ended, apparently.
Right.
It was. It really wasn't. I felt like like we were like drinking. Like we were outside
That's
drinking.
how I felt when Ghostman went on at the gathering and it was still fucking broad daylight. I was like, what is this? It's like, why is a...
No, HB was not there.
Did Joe go with you?
Will
Yeah.
Will
Joe was
Smith just issued an apology on his socials.
I'm sorry to hear
What
that.
does it say?
Just violence. I mean, it's like a little paragraph
Oh,
thing.
Lord, that's a
Yeah,
story.
it's basically like he's saying that, you know, violence is not, it's poisonous and destructive. You know, I should have taken the joke. It's part of the job. But it was at the expense of her health, and I reacted, you know, and I shouldn't have done that. And
Basically, he said the exact same thing that he did when he went up to get his
he did the
award.
cut and dry shit, but I mean that one did seem sincere.
Yeah, but nobody's sharing his. That's when you played that earlier. That's the first time I heard or seen that.
Yeah.
This was posted 46 minutes ago
Well, yeah,
on the
that's what I'm
Will
saying,
Smith
like, yeah.
account. Yeah, and he
People actually see
had a
that.
whole paragraph about Chris, and he's like, "Hey man, you know, like I'm sorry, I was out of line. I should not have done that. You know, blah blah blah. I did. You know, I'm a
You're
better
right. You
person."
shouldn't have smacked him. You should have beat the fuck out of him.
He basically is just
Make me want to watch the fucking Oscars. All right, kick his ass.
Don't make me want to watch that boring ass shit.
I mean, dude, if they're gonna be fighting,
Bring back if Bill Burr hosts it, I still won't watch it. I'll watch the highlights.
Bilderberg.
Bill DeBurr. But it basically a cut and dry. At least it was a sincere apology. At least from what I could read. So who knows?
Oh, sure.
You know they always have to issue an apology. I'm sure Chris issued an apology. They always have.
I
to.
doubt that.
Do you think they all got fined? You get fined for that,
I
right?
guarantee. Well, I don't know. If I was
Chris
the Academy,
Rock would not.
if I was
'Cause he
the
said shit.
if I was the Academy,
Shit's okay.
Yeah.
if I was the Academy, I would
But
be.
fucker ain't.
No.
Fucking. That's the act of.
Yeah. Fucking mouth.
I feel like they were probably just happy that people are talking about the
That's
Academy
probably true,
Award
yeah.
again. Because I mean the viewership was still down, but the fucking replays are up.
And what's the fine gonna be? 10 grand? Ooh, look the fuck out.
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Is that how you feel about 10 grand? What's up, bro?
I mean, if I had their money, yes, that's how I would
Okay,
feel.
I was gonna say, like, wait a minute. I'm gonna need some help with some stuff.
All right.
It's like, oh, 10 grand. Here.
I mean, when you have like 400
When you got Will
million,
Smith, when you got fucking Wild Wild West money,
right?
right?
When you got getting jiggy with it money, you don't give a fuck about 10 grand.
In a perfect world, they would have Wild West money.
They do. Will Smith's got all that.
I love that movie, and it's so underrated, and people hate it.
There was
Who got that golf money, like you said?
Shit, he about to have that bowling money because he ain't gonna be able to bowl no
You
more.
found out and hurt yourself in the bowling alley, motherfucker. Where's? Did you
So
call Brown and
you
Crouppen?
slipped on the oil, man.
Did you call Brown and Crouppen?
Did you
that's
cross the
bull
line?
at your own risk?
Did you, cross
Did you
the
sign a
line?
waiver? Is there a sign?
Yes,
I
as
think
soon
there
as
is a
you-
waiver.
Yes, there is.
Is there real?
There's signs all over the fight.
I mean, you got to drive at your own risk too, but I got rear-ended by some bitch, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I got a little bit of money. Just saying.
there was a
Just because you hurt yourself doesn't mean it's not their fault.
right. there was a professional sports.
You gave me the sciatica.
There was a professional sports.
The waitress
guy
spilled a beer.
that did cuss on TV or whatever, and he was gonna get fined. Like it was like 10 grand, and they said that because when they cuss they get fined. Well, where does it go? You have to pay it to a charity. Pretty much is where that money goes. So one of the reporters was talking with him, and they're like, "Yeah, just so you know, you got fined 10 grand for blah blah blah." And he's like, "Shit, so if I say it again, it's gonna be like 15 grand get donated to the charity." Oh shit, son of a... He just started going off, and he's like, "So they're like, so what am I up to, like 50 now? Are we good?" Like,
He's just fucking donating, huh?
yeah, he's like, "I don't give a shit." And he
That's
just
funny.
writes it off anyways.
Reasons why I could not be a celebrity.
K Pasta said he just wants to see Rue beat somebody's ass with a gold club one day.
Why?
Donate the money for the Golden Golf Club.
I want to
Donate the money for the medical bills of said individual.
Why?
And then also donate the money for the filming equipment that we will need to film said event.
I just want to see the one
And we'll think
initial
about
double-handed fucking axe chop with like an iron from him.
Right.
Just the one. Just like not even in the head, but like maybe on the shoulder or something. Where it just what? Just that one first good solid hit.
Why?
Just
Just
because it would look
Like
cool.
some Happy Gilmore shit with
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah, I don't want you to beat the shit out of him. Just hit him one good time. I don't know
Tonight
who
on
it
the
is.
show, K-Pasta, we got the homeboy Mr. Green coming through in just a few
You guys heard the
short minutes.
story of the last person I hit, right? At the wedding?
Who was
At
that?
my buddy's wedding?
You hit your brother?
It was like a couple years ago.
The last time you hit someone was a couple years ago?
Yeah. I had to hit this motherfucker.
I was.
I'm sure I heard the story. They all kind of go together. Every week you have a fighting story.
No.
And he
know
never
which-
hits any of them.
I don't know which ones get hit and don't get hit.
Yeah.
No, this one got hit. Almost got knocked the fuck out. I could have sworn I told you he was.
I was going to say like Chris Rock, but that was Chris Tucker.
Right.
You got knocked the fuck out.
So we were at the wedding, and my brother and I were inside finishing drinks. Dad's like, "I'm gonna go out and warm the car because it's cold out." I'm like, "All right, cool. We'll be out there in a minute."
Now I remember it already.
And then old boy come over and hit his car or whatever, and I walked out, and he was sitting there like, dude was yelling at my dad was yelling at him, and he said something about, he said, "Fuck you" to my dad or something, and I just fucking hit him, and his fucking knees buckled. I thought I knocked him out, but he dropped down and got up and fucking disappeared real quick.
Maybe that's why you have knee problems now. You put that out there in the world.
Hey man, that shit happens when you get old.
You put that. I'm just saying, like you've knocked.
You
The shit
start
out of
getting
his knees, and now you're
You start getting sleeper injuries.
you Will Smith that man, and maybe he didn't do.
Welcome to ARF.
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 Just bark at me.
Welcome to ARF.
You bark at me.
Do you not know that fucking quote?
No. What is it?
It's a Will Smith thing that the internet gives him shit for, from Independence Day, when he opens up the alien, the crashed alien thing that he shoots down the aircraft, and he opens it up and it pops out and he punches him and he goes, "Welcome to Earth," but it sounds like he says, "Welcome to Earth," and I think it's even a misquote, but the internet runs with shit and it's funny.
I take that back. That was not the last time I hit somebody.
Yeah, there we go.
Never mind.
Oh, oops. What was her name?
I don't hit women. Well, I hit
Equal rights, equal fights, bro.
Just because I hit dudes that act like bitches don't mean I hit.
Hey man,
women.
was
they
she
want
a-
equal rights, equal fights. That's all I'm saying.
No,
Was she an Olympic
I'm
swimmer?
joking. I don't support the beating of women.
no. But did you guys see the fucking? You guys probably didn't, because I don't know how much you follow like sports shit or whatever. But I'm pretty sure you've seen it. Did you see the?
If it's a funny highlight, I probably saw it.
I know you've seen it. It's LeBron James dressed up as a girl and saying he's gonna go play in a women's NBA or whatever. Oh my god, dude, this shit was so fucking funny.
Man, that whole shit.
Oh my god, it was hilarious. Just like the whole fucking picture was. Just,
Oh yeah,
was
that
that- was
that
offend
happened.
everybody
That
if we talk
happened
about
this
that.
week too. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I don't care what you do. I fully support any lifestyle that you want to fucking live. Absolutely. If you want to be, transitioned, you want to be,
For sure.
all of that. Absolutely. Fuck yeah. If you want to compete in that,
But you can't do that.
If you need your own category,
Yes.
they should
That's
compete.
what I said. I said the same thing. There needs to be a thing.
Because at the end of the day, when it comes to sports and physical muscles, like, I don't give a fuck. I don't care. Like, I will call you a female 100%. You are a woman. You're a woman through and through. For all I know, that you have a fucking period. I don't know. You might bleed out of your dick or where it was. It's not my fucking business, and I fully support you. But at the end of the day, you still got fucking muscles, and you are 6'5" or whatever the fuck.
Right.
You don't go from almost 500 place to first, beating Olympic athletes. And it's across the board. It's in MMA.
Yeah.
It's in football. It's in basketball. It's in the swimming.
Yeah, you can't do it. It's not fair.
You just can't. You can't do it.
We were talking about it. Me and Grape Joe were talking about it, and I was like, I don't know the answer. It's not my fucking job to know the answer.
It's not fair to the women.
But it needs to be like the only thing I could even compare it to with my very minimal knowledge of sports is like boxing, MMA, where there's weight categories. You know what I mean? The 300-pound man doesn't go against the fucking 100-pound man. Those are different categories.
That's what it needs to be.
So there needs to be, if we're gonna have that many people competing, and maybe it could be a thing where like there's a big buff woman who's not transgender, but she wants to compete with the transgender people because they're at the same skill level.
Is that what you just saying?
Body type. You know what I mean?
No.
It doesn't have to be about gender. It should be about body type. You know what I mean? Like if there's a
or like,
because there's women who are made like me or vice versa. Little
like
scrawny,
big some bitches, like
little tiny,
like
girly
like
man. Girly man is what we used to call them.
Like in hockey
Before
or
that was a
something.
thing.
Like in hockey or something. Like maybe you have one bruiser or something like that.
Yeah. But there's levels. I don't know. I don't know how to organize it. It's not my fucking job to do that. But someone knows how to do it.
I don't mind that you want to compete in those sports. If you like go for it. But it's not an even playing field.
All right to compete.
You have all right to compete. You got to make it fair. It's not fair. It's just not.
I mean, that's why we have men's sports and women's sports.
Yeah.
I don't care if you want to say you're transgender or not. You were born with a penis until you get that fucker cut off and tucked inside of you.
Or even vice versa.
Even then, it's still, even if they have a vagina now, do you still think it would be fair for them to compete against the women?
Like
It'd be the same situation.
I think if it was even if it was vice versa, if they were born a female and they transitioned to a male, we wouldn't be having this conversation because they're not going to be beating the shit out of the males. They're just not. They don't have the muscle structure.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Some women do.
If they do, then if they had a female transition into a male and it just completely fucking wiped.
You ever watch 90s wrestling? You remember China?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a big broad.
I'm pretty sure she still got put on her ass by the males.
No, I've
seen some males put it in her ass.
For granted, it was scripted, but she had no problem going competing with the men, and
it was completely unfair for her to go up against the tiny female wrestlers. It was completely unfair, and she was a woman.
Correct. Well, a woman on steroids.
Like P said, there needs to be weight levels when it comes to that. Even if there's weight levels in men's sporting, you're not going to put the fucking Big Show up against Lil Rey Mysterio, even though I'm sure they did.
Yeah, it's not not fair.
Lil Rey Mysterio went up against Brock Lesnar. That dude's a big motherfucker too.
You know what I mean? It's like I said, I don't know enough.
But it's wrestling.
Not my
Yes,
pay
it
scale.
should be weight class.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're not going to put.
But at the same time, there shouldn't be fucking someone with a man's body, regardless of what they are, competing against a tiny little woman.
Because it's physics at that point. It's not about politics.
About boy, girl.
It's physics. You're not going to put a Formula One car in a goddamn dirt track race or something like that, or whatever the fuck a better analogy would be.
I mean, I would still put my money on the dirt track car.
I know.
That Formula One car ain't gonna go nowhere.
Yeah, but
I see what you're saying.
You're not going to put a Formula One car in a NASCAR race.
In that situation, it's backwards, but the same.
Yeah, it's backwards. Yeah, you're not going to put a Formula One car in a NASCAR race. It's just going to drive circles around the motherfuckers, literally.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, they would.
Just create. What's wrong with? There's nothing wrong with a new category. That's just more events, more fucking television, more advertising,
And I'm not
more money for all the people involved.
And I don't want to be discriminatory against the transgender
You kidding
athletes.
me? If there was a whole damn transgender fucking league out there, that'd be a hell of a party.
I don't know if it needs to be a league, but I mean, like,
But
there has
I'm
to
saying-
be
I'm
some
saying there
type.
could be,
There
that's a
has to be
thing, like-
some type of like, hey, we need to.
Wow.
You know, we need to see these matchups. You know, like, because I know that even in like the Olympic sports and all that stuff, like they look at the statistics and stuff, and there's some type of tiering, or I don't know, man. They're just. They have to do it better.
I mean, y'all think the fat guy is gonna win the fucking eating contest, but that's never the case. It's always a little fucking Chinese guy.
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with like being able to beat the shit out of somebody.
I mean, if
That's just how wet they get their hot dogs.
Yeah.
It has to do with how wet they get their hot dogs.
Yeah,
How wet they
you're
get their
supposed to
wieners?
drink the water.
Yeah, moisten them shits up so you can
Yeah, you
swallow
dip
them.
the hot dog in the water before you chew it. I'm just saying, but yeah, it's nothing about any political shit. It's just
Grape Joe, please do not put on a girl's swimsuit.
I think he would do pretty fair competition. He's got the
Kapaza
he's got the body structure.
Yeah, he
Kapaza
does,
said you
but I
wouldn't
don't
put
wanna see it.
DVM in a full stock bar with a pocket full of money unless you wanted him impaired.
He's not wrong. You're not gonna put me
I
in.
think any of us.
You're not gonna put.
mean-
You're not gonna put me in a fucking drinking competition with a child. I'll kill him.
I mean, that
Child
not
would die.
necessarily.
Unless it's that little Russian kid. I can't think of the guy's name, but the little Russian kid that goes around beating the shit out of people.
Superhuman.
No, that's fuck this shit.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, my gigolos and gigolettes.
I'll outdrink all you.
Speaking of it,
Allah Zul, what'd you say?
I said I will outdrink all you.
He said Allah drinks these loo.
it's like if you can't drink 2 fists in a night, don't even come to me. That's like a minimum, you know.
Can't do that.
Yeah,
Not anymore.
vodka,
Back
whiskey,
in the Riverfront radio days.
whiskey. I
do
can
that.
probably down a handle. Vodka, I can come close down the handle.
I made one Jaeger bomb. I was fucking hammered, bro.
I believe it. You've been sober Nelly all fucking year and last
no,
year.
no, he said he made one Jaeger bomb and he was yes.
No, he made it.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, yeah.
but
Yeah,
still,
motherfucker try to get me fucking like, dude, like.
It's like, here, you want to see me fit this Jaeger bottle
yeah,
inside
but
this
one of
fucking
them,
Red
one,
Bull?
I was like, bro, how am I so fucked up off of one?
Were you tired?
I mean, I'm always tired. I'm fucking old, but
Because I find if I'm
general.
tired and I drink, eventually it just fucking rolls downhill so much faster.
Joe, you couldn't even stand a chance in drinking contest with me. You've already been drunk. I drank way more than you at the last show we all were at, and you were already fucked up more than I was. You can't compete, sir. Sit down. Take a number. Take a number.
Yes, it is a full red Zolo cup. It's fine.
Red
Still just one.
Yeah, but he's like, hey, Rue, I made us some Jaeger bombs, and I'm like, bro, if you want me to do just straight Jaeger, why you putting Red Bull in the motherfucker? Why are we calling it a bomb? Just put Jaeger.
Bro,
in
there's
it.
the whole can.
It's like I could throw up just
There's a half
just
a
as well
can
on
in
my
each
own.
one of those.
He's like, there's a half a can. I'm like, okay, well then you overpowered the fucking Jaeger.
Absolutely.
And then he's like, well, why don't you make them? You make them better than I do. And I'm like, you motherfucker, I don't feel like making them. You make them. You don't like when I make them. I'm like, fuck, you're right. All right, I'll make them. And then I pour a little more Jaeger in his. And he's like, these taste like shit. I'm like,
like
mine
worse.
tastes
Yeah, because there's
great.
Jaeger in it.
I'm like, mine tastes great.
Jaeger bombs. Shout out to Jaeger bombs. Shout out to Will Smith. Shout out to Chris Rock. Rest in peace.
Drummer from Foo Fighters.
Yeah. What's his
I'll-
name? I couldn't remember his name.
I just love that everybody's such a Foo
Trevor
Fighters
Hawkins.
fan now.
Trevor Hawkins.
Trevor Hawkins.
Like everybody came out and they were so heartbroken. I'm like,
How
I
the
ain't,
fuck
ne-
do
I ain't
didn't even
never
know the
heard
dude's
you
name.
fucking talk about the Foo Fighters. We all love them secretly, but like, you know, like there were so many people like, I'm devastated from this. It's like, shut up.
I saw a lot of musician friends that were about that, but I didn't see a ton of like regular folk.
Grape Joe, 4 shots is baby shit. That is nothing.
Motherfucker, I was sitting in the parking lot waiting on you fuckers to get there. And I was already drinking.
Oh, you talking about when I threw up?
Yeah.
Every time we talk about drinking, I keep saying I need to start drinking more.
And I had a drink on the way there and a few shots before I left the house.
I've become a marathon drinker.
Next time I drink will probably be
It's like I'm not a speed drinker, so I'm not sitting there just downing shots. But I can drink you under the table in the long run. It's like shit. I'll drink for days. Like we ain't going to bed.
I'll go to bed.
Yeah, we ain't going to bed. We just go.
Even
drink,
in my
drink,
drinking
drink,
days,
drink,
I would
drink.
still go to bed.
Yeah.
Like,
I was like,
I used to go to bed driving home.
There,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I was recapping our Salt Lake City story over the weekend, and they were like, "Did none of you think to sleep?" And I was like, "No, I do my best sleeping when I'm driving, but I do shitty sleeping when I'm not driving." So it's like, no, I didn't sleep.
I used to drive home from the club, fucking sleeping. I
It
many
take me an
times.
hour to get this motherfucker out of the car. Sometimes 2.
Oh, but those I was talking about.
He's
when
still
I
just
DJ'd
gripping
and
the wheel.
I was driving home.
He's just gripping the wheel like, no, I gotta be.
I would say at least 10 times, not trying to not exaggerate, at least 10 times I've been woken up by the police, foot on the brake at a stoplight or a stop sign.
And we wonder why you've been busted.
None of those times.
I know, but
They followed me home before. They fucking had me drive to the gas station and then get a ride.
See, I've been.
It was when I was almost sober is when I got a DWI.
I think I've been pulled over.
Ain't that a bit?
I think I've been pulled over a couple times. just hammered.
0.087.
But it
I'll
wasn't
never
from
forget
falling
that shit.
asleep at the wheel. It was from going way too fast.
That's the name of my album, 0.087.
That when I'm fucking whipping it around corners, doing like 70 to
He's like,
35.
"Now watch me
they're
whip."
like, hey,
watch me
what the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
Whip.
I have no idea.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Probably shouldn't be here.
Yeah,
I've never
I know my house is right there. I can see it. You should let me go.
I've never fell asleep with my foot on the brake
did.
or behind the wheel of a car.
I've fallen asleep in the
take that
car
back. I've
outside
never
my
fell
house.
asleep in the car. I never fell asleep driving in the car or on the way home. I got to the driveway, put it in park, shut the car off. and
Oh, I used to do
sleep.
that all the time.
The only
too.
times I fall asleep when I'm driving is when I'm sober.
I don't know how I've done. I don't know how I couldn't do it now. I'd fucking die. But I don't know how I did it then. Like, how the fuck did my foot? Like, because if my foot would have moved, half the time I would have just fucking drove off a highway because I was at like because it happened multiple times at the off ramp here at Bowles. Because it's like the same thing. It used to be you get home, you're like, oh, I made it. You're just getting off of that stoplight was like.
It's a very long. It's a very long.
I'm almost home.
It's a very long stoplight.
And it's long, and but if my foot would have came off that, I'd have just fucking drove right into the fucking highway again.
We're not
Off the bridge.
Hopefully, it would have woke you up.
Kids that are listening,
but
we
that
are not
never
promoting
happened.
drinking and driving.
don't
Well,
do
there
it.
ain't
It's all
nothing.
do that.
There ain't nothing gonna wake
Don't
you up.
do
I
that.
done tried for like a fucking. I know I tried for hours to get you out of the fucking car.
They said I fell asleep on the way home from Pops, and I like. No one can see me but you guys. But Joe told me, I don't remember. Honestly.
You were sleeping on
But
Mr.
like,
Green's
no,
shoulder.
apparently I fell asleep like this, and I just. He was
Yeah.
driving, so I just like fell into his lap almost.
It's like, oh, Mr. Garcia.
Oh, Mr.
That
Green.
motherfucker did that shit to me on the way back from like the club and shit. I fucking push his ass back over. I'll fucking take a sharp turn, knock his ass over. Like,
He's
get the fuck
pretending
off
to
of me.
pass out. He's just
I'll
testing
never
the
forget
waters.
the time you told me about.
It's like,
'cause I don't remember it, so how could I
Where's
can't-
the barriers?
But I remember waking up. I never forget waking up to the fucking school bus.
Right. Right. Dude, I literally tried for over an hour to get your ass up. to
That's
get
where you
home.
fucked up. I'd have just shut the fucking door. Here you
did,
go. Go to
eventually.
bed.
I slept
I
in,
did.
slept in the car.
I threw his key. I throw your keys on the fucking floorboard, and I texted him. I said, your keys are on the floorboard, because I figured he'd get that when he woke up and be like, where the fuck are my keys at? And he would have looked at his phone, seeing he had a message from me.
If it wasn't dead.
And so I went inside. I'm like, fuck, he'll wake up sooner or later.
Almost the kids on a bus
He
laughing.
woke up to the kids on it coming down the street, and they were laughing. And then my neighbor was out, and he was like, he got out of the car, and he was like, what the fuck? And my neighbor was like, hey, man, you all right? He's like, yeah, I think so. Like, all right. And
Like all the windows are down. I'm just fucking.
I saw somebody like that over the weekend at fucking Walgreens at like 4 a.m. They were just knocked out.
Joe, when that shit happens, you need to take pictures and send them to me.
Send them to me.
And we
shit.
will,
But
and we will post that.
But put
shit.
your dick away first.
Yeah, don't have your dick by his face next time.
Don't ever do that. That'll wake me up.
No, it wouldn't.
It's like, all right, now we're talking business. The barriers are broken. Found it.
Dude, there's no way that thing smells good.
I mean, probably not.
I don't know.
Maybe like some smelling salts or whatever. Like,
MP, wake up.
I would just wake up and murder, like wake up in murder mode, like.
He just fucking flaps. He just bat wings his nutsack and just wraps around your face.
I can't even think, bro. Like, I feel like I'm dying. I'm literally dying on the inside right now. I'm thinking about this. Like, there's nothing good. I can't even think of something good to say.
You don't think Joe's ever had his nutsack on your forehead? You don't think
God,
that's
I
ever
fucking
happened?
How many times has your head been in his lap that you don't know about?
I don't know. How would I know?
That's why he wants to go on road trips with you so often.
Could be.
Oh, you want to go on another drinking bender? Hell
But it's
yeah.
gotta be. I feel like it's gotta be like an Irish rum or something. Like, I feel like I would.
Don't tell him the fucking recipe you need.
Fucking terrible, man. Whatever. It's fucking disgusting. You guys should come hang out with me and Grape Joe on Whatnot. We go live on Tuesdays at noon. We sell comic books for like fucking 5 hours. Go download the app. You get a free $10 after your first purchase. It's in our description.
If you're lucky, you might
Where you
see
guys get all
P
these
fall
comic books
asleep
at yourself?
in Joe's lap.
Other comic book places.
Are you buy them and then sell them?
He's in the game, man. He's in there now. He's one of them.
Bro, it's crazy.
Are you making money?
Yeah.
You're gonna be the
I
next
don't-
Gary Vaynerchuk or
I don't-
whatever his
I
name
have
is.
no idea what you just said.
He's a guy that does that. His mostly is like baseball cards and
We
shit.
gotta take a break. What time we get him on here?
Right now. 10 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah, we're
I just haven't looked.
yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, guys. If you tuned in on YouTube, the stream's going to end.
You tell them that we call them, they don't call us.
Isn't that like a slogan for somebody?
I'm the one who knocks. Yes.
Fuck. Breaking Bad up in this motherfucker.
Yep.
We got the homeboy Mr. Green coming up the show, so make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell because there's gonna be a new link popping up in just a few minutes. And we're gonna have Mr. Green on. Everybody else, just stay tuned for the music. You guys can head on over to repliconradio.com if you want to enjoy the musical break.